welcome to a new video, and today I want to talk about the myth of the gladiators. Well, why do I say myth? Because basically in 99% of gladiator movies in the Roman Empire, they quite often die. Basically they are fighting against each other till death, which is it's great to watch, but this is very far from reality actually. Gladiators did not fight to death, at least not in most cases. And there's a very simple reason for that, really. Just think of it. A gladiator is, in many instances, it's a slave basically, built up for fighting. In some instances, it's a free man actually, who choose to fight, for example, to earn money, or maybe he had high debts and he couldn't pay them, so he decided, yeah, I'm getting a gladiator, so I can pay off my debts that way. But basically, a gladiator needed years of training to actually get good and to perform well in the arena, because that's really it's an entertainer basically. It is really an entertainer. It is not really a killer. So people want to get entertained. That's why they come to the Colosseum or Circus Maximus. They want entertainment. And it's basically like we today. If we turn on the TV and watch a movie, we want to get entertained. That's why we could actually say the gladiators of that times are kind of actors. So yes, they needed years of training to actually become good. They needed a nutrition that is really well. They needed training equipment, etc. They needed a lot of money put into them to actually perform well and maybe get famous. And that's really in the interest of their owner. Their owner wants to earn money with them. And he does only that if his gladiator survives and if he performs well. Then he can earn a lot of money. So that is already reason enough why they didn't have gladiators that always fight to death. Because if a gladiator dies, that costs a lot of money to the owner. The owner does not appreciate that at all. That's why actually the death rates in the Colosseum are very low, because mostly they only fight until one lay on the ground and then the other one was victorious. Just imagine how many gladiators it would need if every day 10 gladiators would die. That would not be sustainable at all, because all of those need years of training. So what we see in movies, that they actually bam, I fight, he dies. That's absolutely not the case in real life. It is more an acting. It is how good can the gladiator entertain the others. That really is it, because the visitors, they want to see a nice fight. Many of the visitors actually never saw a real life battle or a real life fight with sword and shield, if they are, for example, the first time in the arena, which is highly unlikely because, for example, in the Circus Maximus, which was mainly for horse races, it has a capacity of 250,000 people that can visit that at one time. So the likelihood that in a city of maybe 1 million inhabitants, you are one of those that, if you're adult, have never gone to a horse race, for example, it's very unlikely. Even though obviously only 250,000 people have space in there, there's still weekly a race that you can visit. To be fair, probably the poorest of the poor didn't have actually the chance to get into the Circus Maximus, for example. But if you're a normal Roman, you basically have been in the arena once in your life. That's basically it. And you want to get entertained well. And the gladiators can do that. They are professionals, they have years of training, and sometimes they are also rich themselves because they earn quite some prize money, etc., and other things that are kind of much worth. So that's actually it. And some slaves that get gladiator have then a chance, if they achieve enough victories or enough fights, to actually get free in the end of their career. And that's not so unlikely to happen actually, because as I said before, only few gladiators did actually die in the arena. And there are only, as far as I know, 2 instances where they really fought to death, the gladiators. So it really happened very rarely. And if we talked about that, let's look, for example, at the visitors. Many people today think like, oh my god, the Romans, they are crazy. They go into that arena and they want to watch people kill each other, which is not the case because they don't kill each other most of the time. But anyway, that's like the common sense. Well, what do? We watch movies where people get killed, crimes get committed, people get shot on the street. Others watch horror movies with zombies killing humans. Or we can, for example, see war movies where many people get killed and we watch it. So what is really the difference? The Romans visited the arena, the Colosseum, for example, and watched people kill each other. They didn't really kill, but what's the common sense? Like, they killed each other for the visitors. And we watch movies where people kill each other. What is really so crazy about that? It was always kind of a human thing to watch something like that. Just it's entertaining, it's excitement, and yeah. Even if most movies are not historical accurate, well, in case very, very few are historical accurate, especially if we talk about the Roman times, it's still entertaining, and that's what it is for. I just point out if something is not historical accurate, because it's better if people know that. I mean, if you watch a movie and you only watch basically Roman movies, you think, yeah, Romans wore leather armor with leather bracelets, and the main characters never wear a helmet, etc. Stuff like this, you believe. So I want to point it out. So did you know that's not real? But you can still enjoy the movie, as I do. I enjoy the movies because it's entertainment. It's entertaining. I don't need like a 100% historical accurate movie to actually enjoy it. It's just sometimes we have to look out, because some movies are actually political motivated, and those I can't enjoy, because why would you make politics into a movie? A movie should be accurate or just entertaining, but no politics should be in it, because that really destroys the movie, at least for me. Some people love that. For example, some people love if Julius Caesar is, for example, a woman, or how we pronounce it in Latin, Julius Caesar. It's alright if you like that, watch that. But it's up to everyone. And if we take the narrative and say, the gladiators killed each other all the time, well, if Romans like to see that, let them see that. They would say like, oh, how crazy, how can you watch, for example, a political motivated movie? I don't understand that. Or how could you watch a war movie? It's up to everyone. As long as it's entertainment and you like it, it's good. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out, and I hope you still like the video. It got long again, like every video. I always think I make like 1 or 2 minute videos, and then they get in the end almost 10 minutes. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and bye for now.